want to be a cute girl. Like I said, I just want to be a cute girl. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing this halo eye that I have on now. I did use the Raw Beauty Christie and ColourPop at Foresight palette, and so far I am loving it. I did play around with it one other time. This is my second time dipping into it. I did get a little bit of patchiness with that darker red shade, but with the look completed, it does look pretty good. I accidentally did a really thick wing, which made me feel like I needed to put some lashes on. And these lashes are so intense. I did not think that they were going to be this intense when I ordered them online. They are the House of Lashes Mary Marigold set, and I guess these are the style Marigold. And they're really pretty, really fluffy. They are really curled, and so they give a lot of volume to the eye. I do think that these lashes tone down the intensity of the liner because it is just so much lash. Now, knowing how intense this eye was, I would have gone more full coverage instead of very natural with the face and the complexion products. Everything's very natural, very medium coverage, and this eye look screams full coverage, like full glam, full coverage. And it does look a little bit out of place in my eyes. You might think it looks good, you might think it looks awful, I don't know. But I'm actually okay with the way this looks. But honestly, it's just makeup. It's not that serious. It comes off at the end of the day. All right, guys, if you want to go ahead and see how I got this look and the rest of the video, just go ahead and keep on watching. All right, for a primer, I'm going to be trying out this new one by Urban Decay. It is the All Nighter Face Primer Long Wear Foundation Grip. This I actually got as a free sample. Michaela J Makeup had this little link for her story, her Instagram story, that I was able to get this free sample. It it's like really tacky. Like already it feels tacky, like just smoothing it onto the skin. I can feel the tackiness, but it's still nice and thin and hydrating, which is something that I love. Because I just feel like hydrating your skin before your makeup just plumps your skin up and just allows the foundation to sit really nicely. And lately I've just been loving a primer that lets my skin look like skin. It doesn't really smooth anything out. It kind of just hydrates it and plumps it up just a little bit. Yeah, I've been liking primers like this, and so far the tackiness has gone down as it's setting, but we'll see. I've been loving using this primer. This is the Catrice Keep Me Matte primer, along with more hydrating ones. This is a really nice lotiony kind of formula. It doesn't really smooth anything out. It's more just to help keep the oils at bay. So this, I really just focus right here where I get the most oily. She just came in here, she's leaving. I am going to keep the door open because I'm the only person here along with my dogs, so it's their house, so I just live in it, so they're able to come in and out of the room as they please. For foundation, actually, did you guys watch my video, full face using free samples? Because if you didn't, I actually used a free sample of this. And after that video, I purchased the full size. Those free samples, they get you. And I actually purchased it in this shade that I had the free sample of because I actually found that it fit me really well. This one is Santa Fe. I feel like it's a really nice neutral tone, which suits me a little bit better. The only thing I hate about this, which you can buy separately, is that it doesn't come with a pump. I wish it came with a pump, but it is what it is. So what I like to do with this is get it on my fingers and kind of just tap it on. I feel like a lot of Nars foundations you can actually apply like this, and they recommend you apply it like this with your hands. And because it doesn't have a pump, I feel like I do add a little bit at a time as I need it. And my skin never looks like cakey or too heavy because I can't really get that much out at once. And then afterwards, I kind of just wipe my hand on a hand towel and I wash it. For concealer, I'm going to be using the WetnWild Photofocus concealer. Now, I think they're discontinuing this. That's actually really sad because this is one of my favorite concealers. But it is the beginning of the year, which brands, especially at the drugstore, will come out with a ton of new products. Now, with coming out with a ton of new products, they'll also discontinue whatever they're replacing. So instead of just adding to their line, they're more like replacing what they already have, which if it's good, why replace it? Just add on to the line. Especially with how competitive the beauty industry is, they just want to get out like new because that's what's going to be fresh in people's minds. So if stuff has been out for a while like this, it's an amazing product, but it's a little older, so it's not like fresh in people's mind. People aren't really reaching for it probably anymore, because when it came out, people love this stuff. It's really good. But that's kind of what happens every year, is in the beginning of the year, companies will come out with new stuff and then discontinue their older stuff, which just leave everything. Just give me all of the products. I will still try it. But I mean, for the average person, they're not gonna have like 12 concealers in their drawer. Like me, I probably even have more than 12, but we won't talk about that. I actually have to do an update on my makeup inventory, but I haven't decluttered everything, and I don't want to, which is the sad part. I just don't want to declutter all my makeup because I love it and I'm attached to it. I love it all. Even the stuff that I don't really use, I love it. Oh, and since I was using my fingers for my foundation, I'm just gonna use them again for my concealer. Also, do you guys like my headband? I got it at Target on clearance because it was part of like a Christmas gift set from Scrunchie. I figured I always wear the gold one, I should get a new one. And this one's actually really cute. I love the maroon burgundy color it is. I don't really know what color it is. Do you call this burgundy? Do you call this burgundy or do you call this maroon? I don't really know the difference. Is maroon like more red and burgundy more purple? I kind of want to try out this cream blush from Fenty. It's really bronzy and I think it would look really pretty underneath a powder blush. This is the Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blush in Fenty Glow. I got this in a Christmas set. If you watched my Black Friday-ish haul video on my IG story, I did include this set in there. It came with the same shade, Fenty Glow, in the lip gloss and the kilo, what are those things? It's like the, Diamond Balm. It came in the same shade in the Diamond Balm. Let's just go ahead and get some of this on the brush. I'm using a Moda brush. This is the Moda Pro pointed blush brush. Really nice synthetic bristles, which is great for cream products. So we're just going to tap this on. I really love the way cream products just leave your skin looking so natural. I wish I did not have oily skin, or else I'd be all over this. Look how pretty that looks. So beautiful, so natural. Why do I have to have oily skin? The only thing is, when you do get really, really, really close, there is some glitter specks in here that I'm just not sure about. I mean, it looks really pretty on camera. I'm sure it'll wear really pretty. With those glitter specks, they're kind of noticeable in person. We'll have to see. I'm gonna go ahead and take some, what is this? Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder. And just go right underneath the eye. We're gonna tap on whatever has creased and just set it. I feel like it's been so long since I filmed a video, maybe because it has been. The time between Christmas and New Year's, like I just kind of fell into like relaxation mode, holiday mode. I just needed to relax. And honestly, my job gave me a 4-day weekend for Christmas and a 4-day weekend for New Year's. So that first 4-day weekend, I was just like, heck yeah, I cannot wait to do this again. And then the second one came and I was just like, I'm just going to enjoy it to the fullest. I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna, enjoy the holidays, enjoy my family, enjoy being at home with Hector. It was just amazing. It was so nice. And I do not regret taking it off. Usually I'm the type of person, if I'm not productive, if I'm not getting something done, I have to make something that I love work. Like I love makeup. I'm a makeup artist. I've been freelancing for a while now and my business is starting to pick up again. And then when I wasn't getting any clients, I started doing YouTube, which I love. But again, I didn't realize how much work YouTube was until I started doing it. I mean, I knew how much work YouTube was, but it's always been something that I wanted to do. And so I finally did it, but now I'm picking up back on clients. It's just been a lot and I love everything that I'm doing. Nothing is a burden. Nothing is something that nothing is something that I don't want to do. Everything that's on my plate is because I want to do it. It's bringing me joy. It's bringing me some sort of value to my life. So it's not like I want to cut anything out. It's just a lot that I have to balance and really manage my time wisely. So I went ahead and just brushed any kind of product that was in my brows, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw in this Benefit GimMe Brow. Still loving this. It's still my favorite brow product for a really quick brow. So I have my full-time job, I have YouTube, I have clients now, and I'm pretty booked up. I'll block out a couple of weekends just to kind of like get my stuff that I need to get done. On top of my full-time job and the new position that I'm learning, I'm also doing YouTube, I'm taking clients, and then I have to carve out time for my relationship and my house responsibilities, my family time, my friend time. So definitely in 2021, I really want to get good at managing my time and making sure that I'm staying focused on what is in front of me at that time and not crossing any of those lines, and staying productive and in the present moment in what I'm doing at that time. I just went in with the Milani Weekend Brow Pen, and now I'm going to go ahead and soften that up with a spoolie. I'm going to go ahead and use a Wet n Wild concealer just to clean them up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of the gel on an angled brow brush and just kind of clean up where I feel like I need a little bit more intensity. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with the Milani eyeshadow primer. Then I'm going to go in with my Milani Superstay Full Coverage Powder Foundation and just powder my face. I'm going to go ahead and take my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and just bronze up the face. I'm going to go ahead and dip into this palette. This is the Catrice and Iman palette. Which one's my owners? I might mix this brownie shade with this pinky shade. Yeah, let's just go into both of these. Now I do feel kind of bad mentioning this because you cannot get it anymore, but if you have any kind of pinky, peachy type blush, mix it with a little bit of bronzer or a more earthy tone blush, you probably can get the same effect. I feel like blush, no matter from what brand, is just a flush of color on the cheeks, and just depending on the formula, they pretty much all do the same. I feel like the major difference between formulas is going to be where one is more pigmented, where like this one, where you need less, and you can kind of just really buff it onto the skin and get a really good fast application of blush, or it's going to be more sheer and you're going to have to keep adding product to build up to the desired saturation on the face. Is that what I'm trying to say? Something I haven't reached for in a really long time is this highlight. This is the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. I don't know what happened, but The Balm used to be such a big brand back in the day, and I love it, and I love the products that I have. They've lasted me for a really long time. They're powder products, so I don't really think they go bad that quickly, but to each their own. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip into this. It is a little broken because I think when Hector was moving my drawer sets into the desk that he built for them, he was kind of a little too rough. And so a couple of my highlighters did break, this one included, but it's really pretty. It gives you a really nice smooth highlight. Doesn't really emphasize any texture, doesn't give you a strip. So you really do get a nice reflection when it hits the light. And then when it doesn't, you don't see that color. You don't see like a base of color. Oh my gosh. I need to start reaching for this highlighter more because look at that. And I think they even sell a mini size on their website. So if you are interested in trying this, go ahead and check out their mini sizes because this is probably going to last me forever. For eyeshadow, I did pull these two out of my collection. I have so many ColourPop. I kind of want to do either a TikTok / reel or a video on my IGTV showing all of my ColourPop palettes because I have a lot of them. This is the Star Wars Mandalorian The Child palette, which looks like this. It's a lot of green. I did do a green look actually the last one, so we might come back to that. Now the other one that I pulled is at Foresight. It was a collaboration with Raw Beauty Christie, and it's absolutely stunning. My best friend actually got it for me for Christmas, and I think we're gonna go with this one. I really want to pull in this like yellow shade, this reddish shade, maybe even like a gold. Maybe we can do like a halo eye. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a halo eye. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this shade up. This is the shade Chanterelle, and we're gonna go ahead and start buffing that into the crease and really blend it up. We're going to take a smaller blending brush into the shade Rainer. And we're going to pack that on the outer and inner part of the eye. Now we're just going to do a little bridge to connect them. Now we're just going to blend that little bridge. This is getting a little patchy right here. We're just going to move on. We're going to go in with that yellow shade and blend out that edge. And I really want to make sure that we just don't lose that yellow. I think we're gonna do a wing today too. A halo and a wing. How fun. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is the original formula. Do a little bit on my ring finger like that. And just kind of pat that right in the middle. So now that we have that concealer laid down right in the middle of our eye, I'm gonna go ahead and lay down the shade West Coast, which is this really pretty gold. Super, super metallic. We're just going to pop that right there. And then we're just going to buff out those edges. Cool, cool, cool. Now we're gonna take that blending brush that we had that reddish shade and kind of go over those edges with that. And just clean it up. I'm gonna carve out a little bit right here in the middle with this WetnWild, what are you? Ultimate Brow Highlight. And we're just going to kind of put that little metal section right there. And we're gonna start with the gold on the lower lash line. Going with that yellow shade, I'm gonna go ahead and buff underneath with a little bit of it, not too much. I don't want it as intense as the top. All right, then we're going to go ahead and take the shade Rainer and pop that on the inner and outer corner. It's so funny because that song Daisies, that
I'm crazy and you like that. Fight back, dancing on your nightstand.
That song. Hector was like, oh, I found this like new song. It's really cool. I really just like the chorus. Like it sounds weird, but it's cool. He shows me that song. I'm like, oh yeah, I know that song from TikTok. He's not on TikTok. He really doesn't like TikTok. He's just, you know, he's just a little bit of a boomer at heart. So he doesn't like get on TikTok. And I was like, yeah, I know that song from TikTok. He's like, oh, like TikTok. TikTok has been like kind of influencing like the music that I listen to, which I think is funny. But I think it's also so cool that people on TikTok like can put their music out there and like people will use it as a sound and it will get so popular. And then their whole music career takes off. It's so cool. I wish I can get into music. I love music. And I used to sing, but I don't do it anymore because I wouldn't know how to get into that. And it's not something that I'm like amazing at. I'm like not amazing and like not talented enough for that. Like I can hold a tune. That's pretty much all I can do. I do have this palette from the Mandalorian. There is this shade. It's like a white gold with a little bit of a green flip. We'll put that in the inner corner. And this is a Super Shock shadow. I think there's two of them. Is that pretty? Is that pretty? Oh yeah, it's nice. Oh, I guess it's gonna be a thick one. I fucked up. I don't know why I decided to do the shape of it with this. I really just like to get the base with this liner. Did I just ruin the whole look? I think I did. Do I hate the wings? Oh yeah, I do. The only way to fix this is to put some lashes on. Using these, this is the Mary Marigold set. This was a Christmas set with House of Lashes and Sephora. I got them on a discount after Christmas. Was it after or before Christmas? I can't remember when I made that order. These are like a pretty good length. I think they're gonna fit my eye well. Yeah, these will fit really nicely. These are pretty intense lashes, huh? Whoa, these are crazy. And this set comes with a little mini version of my favorite lash glue. This is the House of Lashes eyelash adhesive. It is the best lash glue I've ever used. I don't know if they're going to continue to sell it at Sephora, but I do know that they carry it at Ulta now, which honestly I prefer. Put those aside to get tacky. We're going to go throw on a little bit of mascara. They're like so curly. Those might have been the easiest lashes I've ever put on in my life, which is crazy. They're very thick, they're very curly, they're very wispy. They touch my eyebrows. I definitely think with how dramatic these lashes are, they make the eyeliner not look as dramatic. I'm gonna go and throw in a little bit of lip liner. This is my Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in the shade Spice. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on a little bit of this Revlon Super Lustrous Shine lipstick in the shade Nude Illuminator. It's like a lipstick and gloss hybrid. Ooh, so soft. My hair is getting so long. Remember like my first video, my hair was like so short? I feel like I'm not completely happy with this. Lastly, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of that red shade right on my waterline. I feel like that will, for some reason, complete the look. I don't know. I feel like there's like an opening in my eye. And I thought that would be a cute look, but it's just not. I'm gonna take a little bit of this shade Homegrown as well and throw that on my lash line. Yeah, I think that helps. Just close it off because it was like way too open right there in the middle. Actually, yeah, not that crazy. I kind of like it. I'm digging it. The skin's very natural for this look. I probably would have gone for something with more coverage if I knew that this was going to be this intense. All right, guys, that is today's video. If you went ahead and like to give it a thumbs up, go ahead and subscribe. I upload every single weekend, and you can find me on my socials, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok at Corina MUA. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.